Hey guys, welcome back. We're starting another video here. We're going to be doing some sawing on the sawmill. So a little chilly today. It's 48 degrees, I think, right now. Actually, no, I take that back. It's 52 degrees, and it's like 47, 48 degree wind chill right now. So not best, not the warmest that I like, but it's good working weather, so I don't mind. So we're going to get to getting some slat boards cut for the woodshed, so we can get the next base started on that. But I think what I have here on the ground is probably not going to be enough, but at least get me started on it so I can start getting it drying a little bit. I'm not worried about putting up green because I'm not worried about the side shrinkage. It's length that doesn't shrink anyway. So, but we'll get that started, and here we go. Well, guys, I'm probably done for the night. Let me go to the other side. You can actually see it because I got it stacked on that side better. But that's everything I got cut so far. It's probably enough to do half of the base. I got to do it twice as much, but this is the problem. You get to some of these, they look beautiful on the ends. And this one was actually, if you look at the ends of this board, everything here looked great. but our wonderful carpenter ants got into it, and it's just all chewed up and rotten. So this board, as much as I wanted to, I mean, look at how beautiful it is here on the end. I mean, I could save it for a small post, but it's going to end up being firewood. Well, that's going to be it for today. Today's Wednesday evening. It is a beautiful day, but I probably won't get back down here. I got some stuff I work on in the house. It's not remodel or home related, just some paperwork stuff. So that's my plan for tonight. So we'll see where we get tomorrow after work and this weekend. So see you the next day. All right, guys, another beautiful day. Friday morning. Gonna be, hopefully, we're gonna go down and cut some more slats for the other two bays that we got to get done. But you can see it's just an absolutely beautiful day. It's supposed to be 68 degrees today, but we're just kind of plugging away. So I'm gonna take a walk down, work on the wood. I'm probably not gonna film much of it because I filmed some the other day and that's just repetitive. I don't think somebody wants to sit and watch hours of me working the sawmill. But if there's certain things that anybody wants to see, definitely leave a comment, and we can definitely add that into the next video segments. But we're just going to kind of plug away, get some more slats done, and see how far I can get done before I got to go out and harvest a couple more logs. I got a bunch of trees down, as I was showing earlier in one of the other videos, that I got to, you know, delimb and bring down. But so once I'm done cutting these up on the sawmill, that'll be my next step. I got 2 or 3, let me see. I got 3 logs to do yet to cut up. So, and I got to cut up these that are on the saw stand, so I got room to put more stuff. So that's kind of the plan for today. I'll keep you posted as we get more done. Well, morning, guys. Saturday morning. Apologize I didn't get an update last night. By the time I got done working on cutting the planks, I took some sawdust over to the neighbor for their chicken pen and worked on the driveway, getting some of the ruts and stuff from the spring mud out, getting it smoothed back out again. And by then it was already going after, it was after 9 o'clock and it was getting dark, so I wasn't able to get real good video. But I'll show you what we got. So there's probably, well, I got probably close to 80. I haven't counted them today. Probably close to 80 planks for that, or lats, however you want to look at it. They're basically 1x3s for the woodshed. So I got enough for the next bay, and they started on the third bay. We'll have actually a fourth bay that's not showing, that we haven't shown yet, and that's going to be for our generator and for our fuel cans and stuff, or gas can for the generator, stuff like that. But so what didn't get used for that, you'll see, I think I showed this in one of the other ones. They put all the cutoffs go here. We end up with firewood, and then anything that's too small, you know, like these logs here, you know, they're only about 4 inches. So I could get maybe one board out of this, but you know, well, actually here, let's take a look. Let's get the exact measurement. So 4.5. You know, by the time you figure a 3-inch board, 1 inch, I'd be very lucky and hard pressed to get 2 out of that. So anything that small I don't usually do, and then you'll get stuff like that. You know, it's bigger, but it's rotted out in the middle, so it's no good. Just the outer core is the only thing that's any good, and you can't do anything with that. Or these are lengths that are longer than I needed, so I just turn them into firewood. So that's going to be kind of what for that yesterday. That's what I got done. But I'll take you up to the house. We're working on that exterior insulation, getting that finished up on the bedroom wall of the existing house. And it's kind of nice that, you know, in the sun, the weather, and of course the flies are out already, being a pest. But they're getting that done because it's in the sun. And we're 60, I think it said 60 some degrees, but it actually feels closer to like 68, 70. So as you see, I'm in short sleeve t-shirt. And that's going to be what we're working on today. Flip the camera around. So extra slats, you know, like I said, here's that. But we're working on that wall. Getting all the 2x4s on there. And the next we'll get the foam insulation up. And then we'll put sheeting on top of that. And that wall will be done. So that's kind of what I'm working on. I mean, I still have to do the peak on both ends, but I'm not overly worried about that right now because it's out of the weather for the most part, and it's not going to get insulated because it's attic space on both ends, so we won't be insulating. Actually, the other end will get some insulation where this end doesn't. So that's kind of what we're working on today, this morning, and then I'll go back to, you can see we cleared some brush out of there, cut up the trees. But we have all of this yet to pull out and get either milled up or cut up in firewood, which is why we're working to get this done, because I need to be able to free up enough space here, along here, to get in front. And I should be able to do that now. But to get in here with the loader, because I'll put all that wood that I showed you down below, I'll put that all in the bucket and then bring that up here. So hopefully by the end of today, we'll have all the slats done for the 3 stalls for the woodshed, and my posts will be hopefully set so that I know where everything's going to go. And then I can get a chalk line started and basically get everything measured out where it's going to be, and kind of go from there. So I can get all my, then I can actually start working on the roof setting, getting that stuff all together. But I can actually, once I have all 3 stalls, I'm going to start putting firewood in, just because I got to have a place to put it. And I don't want to, I'm running out of room down there by the sawmill. That pile gets so big and then it ends up into the brush and all that stuff. So I just as soon get it out of there now before it gets to be overwhelming pile of wood. That's going to take forever to get done. So that's kind of what my plan is. So I'll take some video as we go, but I'm going to get started on that and I'll keep you updated. All the framing is up now. So now I'm going to, got 1.5 inches foam here. If it doesn't blow away in the wonderful wind that we have today. But I got one panel started. I'm going to get that finished up. Get the rest of these on and nailed in. And once that's in, then we can start hanging plywood. Yeah, here's what the finished foam product looks like. Started doing some backing up there because that's just going to be steel. When we do steel, we'll go all the way to the top with it. But that's pretty much what it is. It is nailed with foam nails. And what that essentially does is we got R15 insulation on the inside of the walls, and this adds another 7.5. So basically we're getting about an R23 to R24 value of the walls. You know, your traditional, 2x6 wall is R19. So we're actually getting more than a traditional 2x6 by doing this, and it adds some air barrier. So in realistic, they say that it's going to be close to an R25, which for a house wall, that's pretty dang good. So it's just, just try to get the best insulation we can so that we don't have to be heating the outside. We won't do anything other than when we do this part of the addition, we might do like a 1/4 inch foam backer on top of that, or on top of the sheeting before we put the steel down, just to give it a little extra external layer and another layer on that. But we haven't decided. We might just put it right up like it is. We'll put a house barrier, house wrap around everything. But that's kind of why we did it, just to get the best, because we didn't want to settle for, an R15, R16 value in the walls. We wanted at least an R19, and this gave us over that. And it has made a huge difference on the house. And this was the only spot that we haven't finished on the existing house. So the rest of the foam we'll use, down here on the skirting underneath. We're going to frame that out underneath that corner. But what you'll see more is, let me walk around this side because this is a little bit more exact. You can kind of see what the house is actually built on. So the existing is these are those 4 foot piers, every single one of these here. We got elderberry growing underneath here and a bunch of other stuff, but so this is what the bot underneath looks like, and let's see here. And then I got it the wrong way because it's only temporary. I got to get up there and put more insulation. That's just cheap R11 that's in there right now, but we're going to replace it with R19. But so we have to frame this out and get this squared up a little bit, and this will be galvanized steel skirting that we'll do along the bottom, but we want to get it all fixed and kind of line it up and get it squared up so the outside, and it's not going to be perfect on the inside, but we're going to shore it up more and make it look a lot nicer. So that's kind of what our plan is there. That'll be the next thing on the exterior, short of we got to put the boards in for the walkway so we know what to butt the steel up against. So that'll go underneath the plywood here. I got to basically build that out. Really poor construction in my mind, but if you look right here, I mean, those boards aren't doing anything. So I'm going to have to reinforce that a little bit and build it out. There's some pieces that are rotten, so I want to get them replaced. And I'm just going to strengthen that up and make that a little bit more solid wall to help support that exterior that I added. And then, because this will be where that 4-foot walkway will be, that's going to go to the bump out that we're going to build there. And then that'll transition to a deck on this end, which will, there again, I got to bring that out and get that ready. So I don't know if you want to call that your rim joist or whatever. There's another name for it, but I forget what it is. And then this side will also be the same thing, but that's already got a board on the outside that goes all the way across. So I have to anchor that a little better, and then I can tie that all the way in so that that'll come around. And in that corner of the addition, there'll be a door there. There'll be 3 windows on this wall. So there'll be a door and 3 windows. That window there is the middle window. So there'll be another window on either side of it. And then this corner here, up above, where that little hole, see there's a hole in there, a round hole. I had to put a cord through that for my air hose when I was doing some nailing, when I was doing all the sheeting. But that'll be a door. This is going to be a custom door I'm going to build here in sometime this summer, because we're going to store all our stuff that we have right in the shed now. So this will be all dry storage. And then we'll landscape this out and make it more of a level platform and build up that dirt a little bit more here. But because we haven't got this fully inspected yet, I don't want to bury it until they tell me I can bury it. I had to bury the line just to protect the basement. But so then from there, we'll have like a 6x4 or 6x4 landing below the door, which will then transition to a ramp to whatever the ground height ends up being. And that'll be our main entry from eventually to bring in wood for the wood stove. And then eventually, kind of right in this area here where this brush is and where it's kind of cleared, we'll have a 2-car garage. So this all has to be cleaned out, as I was saying earlier, to get all these trees out of here that we dropped, and this half-dead birch needs to come down and get our road built around, basically to where the outhouse will have to come out at some point, because that's where the road's going to sit. And then we got to clear these trees here, are going to clear out, and then we're going to clear 50 feet around the shed. The only trees that are staying inside the perimeter to the road going to the shed is going to be this big cedar. That's still pretty healthy. We'll trim it up and make it look nice and even it out a little more, but that we want to keep. I think that's coming down. We haven't decided yet, but this birch is staying, and that is it. The rest of this is going to come out, because where all those rocks are right now is where the road will continue around in front of the woodshed, come around here, and go around to the shed. So that's kind of the plan there. So I'm gonna see if I can get the sheets of plywood up here. I got to bring up 5 sheets, 4 for this side and half of one to finish the other corner, so I can get that sealed in and more weather tight, and then get some house wrap on that. But it's coming together, so I'm just happy that we're gonna get this far. This has been a project I've been wanting to get done for probably a year now. But then I'll go, once I get the plywood up, I'm gonna switch back to getting the woodshed together, like I said, because I can't do that road until all those trees are out of the way. So that's my plan. I got all the sheets up, so it's completely covered and weathered in. I just gotta know, next step will be house wrap. I still have to put a piece on that far corner down there on that end, but I gotta get the ladder down there and get some accurate measurements so I can cut it. But yeah, it feels good to get this done. At least the living area is covered. We'll still have to fur in down here for the skirting and finish furring up there for when we take it all the way up to the soffit line. So, but that can be done at any time really, but because the next step is out here is going to be getting the skirting done and some of the general grading, finish grading done, so that when we do the skirting we know where our grade is going to be. So that'll be the next thing, but that'll come after that mess. But we got 103 slat boards or 1x3s to go on the the woodshed. So I think the mosquitoes are getting bad down here, so I think I'm gonna bring it up and just start working on that, because the mosquitoes aren't so bad up by the house. And see if I can get that second bay up. We'll see how it goes. I'll maybe get some video of that going up once I get things stabilized. But more to follow. So some of these you'll see with the sawmill, it's not as accurate as the table saws. So a few of these, like that one and that one, I had to trim down. They're a little wider board, which is fine. It's just a woodshed, you know. And like that one, I just notched. You know, they're not. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, it's a woodshed, so it's just, we want it to look somewhat nice, but yet look rustic. So that's rustic. So we'll kind of just keep plugging away at this. I'll have enough to get this one done. I won't record everything. Just like I said, it's just repetitive. But we'll get this next one up, next post up, get it reset over there so that it's good to go. And I'll get the inside boards as well. And we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how things go. Just gonna take time, but I'm happy with the progress. It looks great. I think it's gonna look really sharp when it's done, and get some stain on here and give it a darker color, and it'll look beautiful. Well guys, here's the update for today. I'm pretty much done because the mosquitoes are just getting a little bit horrendous. So I got the second bay, the back side's completely done. I got most of this side of the wall done. I got to do the inside of the bay and then put a couple more on. Taking a little bit longer because I can't use my traditional spacing that I was doing before, because the stuff on the sawmill is a little bit fatter, or it's a little bit wider than the first batch. So I'm having to, as I was showing, just a minute ago, I had to notch some of those to fit. Well, I'm going to have to do that on the inside too, to get those to fit. The outside I can space it pretty decent and just level each board. which is what I did. So it took me a little longer, and you'll see the spacing's a little bit narrower between them. But, you know, like I said, it's a woodshed. It's not going to be perfect. So, but I still got plenty of stuff left. You know, I think I figured I needed about 90 boards to do all 3 bays, to finish the second and third bay. And I had 103 there when I started. So I'll have plenty to go around. So we'll kind of just play it by ear, and I'll take the bracing off once I get everything close to being done and do some crosshatch bracing inside. So, but that'll be it. I'll probably do a little bit more tomorrow on Sunday after work. But that's it for my full day off. You know, I go back to work on Sundays now. So I'll give another update, and that'll probably be it for this video. Well, guys, update today, Sunday. I gotta put a couple more braces here, but I ran out of screws. Otherwise, 2 more boards and this side will be done. And this is all done. Got the cross bracing in. Pallets, or 2 of the pallets, and I gotta get 4 more pallets from work. I always want to get rid of them, but yeah. So this is all done. That's what the pallet floors look like. So basically, there's enough space for 4 pallets. I even that's what we had left over from this winter. That's pretty much all we had left from this last winter. So I took it off of that pallet that was covered up. But so I got 1 more stall to do, but I gotta wait till later in the week. That'll probably be next weekend's project, because that'll go here and it'll be just like the other one. So it'll pretty much be the same exact thing, except it'll be a little taller, because like I said, that's going to be the short stall, and then it gets taller as it goes down into this stall. So that'll be the next one. That'll be this weekend's project. We'll get this done, and hopefully tomorrow or the other day we'll get more. But yeah, so it's getting to be mosquito time. There's no breeze. The mosquitoes are coming out. I got bug spray on, and they don't seem to care. So you can probably see them buzzing around my head. But yeah, so that's going to be it for today. I think this will probably be it for the video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. And if you haven't already, please click the like and subscribe button to help support our channel more. Like I said, we're not looking to make money off the channel, but if we ever do get to that point, that money's just going to go right back into our project. So that's not going to be something to supplement income. It's just going to be to reinvest into our property, reinvest into different projects, and, you know, kind of seeing what you guys like and what you're looking to see, and we'll try to do our projects accordingly. So again, thanks always. Until the next video, see you there.